second. I'm gonna let TikTok in. Good morning, Grand Rising, everybody. Come on in, come on in. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Hi, everybody. Good morning. How is everyone today? Good morning, Connie. Hi, my love. How are you? Hey, Super Plutonic. Hey, okay, so how y'all feeling? All right, that Mercury retrograde is over. Okay, we in shadow. The retrograde had ended earlier, but we're still in shadow of that. We got a trine going on between Pluto. You're feeling great? Good. Pluto, who is it? Who's in Virgo right now? I think it's Venus. Pluto, Virgo, Pluto, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. So, you know, you could get some stability in some finances now if you put in the work. If you do the things that need to be transformed. Good morning. Okay. So that's definitely coming up. All right. If you do what you have to do, you can find at least a rhythm. Spirit is saying. Okay. All that introspection, all that Virgo energy should have given you the ability to sift through the details and come up with a plan. Okay. Now on the 23rd, we have the fall equinox. And I feel like I will come on and do a reading just for that and what that season is going to bring us. Okay, but I feel like this is a good time right now. Before the fall equinox was good, Tammy. This is a good time right now in this last couple of days of the Virgo frequency. Okay, to like formulate in your mind and maybe even put it on paper. 3 to 5 things you want to work on. Okay, next year. Wait till December 31st to put unrealistic goals that we didn't lay any fucking foundations for. Right? Right? So let's say, you know, every year, I'm going to give an example. Every year after the holidays, you're like, man, I ate so much, I want to lose 15 pounds, right? And then you remove sugar, I don't know, baked breads, cheese, milk. You take out everything, right? And what happens? 3 weeks, you fail. Okay? So let's look at 3 to 5 goals that have to do with like where we're headed or where we want to get to, and start implementing little changes that support us in that. So you know it's for you, if it's dietary, then maybe the first step you want to do from fall, you know, to the end of the year is just having a strict rule that you're not going to eat after 7-8 o'clock at night. And you can just start with that baby step. You see what I'm saying? Let's put in some supportive structures. I feel like these last few days, the energy is supporting that. The energy is supporting that, and Jupiter is supporting your forethought. Uranus likes that you want to guide the change rather than getting hit over the head with it. Be a partner in the divine. Be a partner in the divine. A lot of times why the change feels so abrupt to us is because we didn't participate in it, right? Or we did subconsciously, but not in a positive way. In other words, we didn't. If change is a constant, thank you, my love, for the heart me. If change is a constant, right? Then if you send the frequency to the universe that you surrender to the fact that change is constant, and therefore you want to use it for areas that will better yourself, the universe will meet you. Because remember, the universe only has one answer. So how do you propose the question? See, I'm teaching y'all how to propose the question to get the right answer. A lot of time we be on the, I want, not realizing that want in itself is like a lack mentality because it's already out, you view it already outside of yourself. Okay? And like, I'm going to go a step further. And I know that I should be already pulling the general, but this is an important factor. When your income tax check, stay with me. When you get notice that your income tax check, like let's say you file it and you're going to get it 3 to 5 days or 3 to whatever time, right? You already in your mind feel like that shit is about to hit. And it starts changing your frequency in the sense of like what you intend to do with that funds, right? I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, guys. Okay, so when that shit is in your mind and you know that it's about to hit your fucking bank account, that pushed a pep in your step, right? Thank you, my love. And you already know, like, okay, so this money gonna come in. I'm gonna be able to do this. I want to do that, right? The frequency rises in your body. What you don't realize is that frequency is the frequency of manifestation. Thank you, my loves, for all the love, okay? This is what I mean by meeting the universe purposefully. That is an example of what happens when you already know that that money hasn't hit your bank account, but you know, you're not wishing, you know that it's coming, right? So knowing that knowing and wish you know that it's coming, this starts to change your fucking frequency. Good morning, my loves. Right? So how could you mimic that so that you could manifest the changes that you want, whether they be health, financial, love, whatever? You have to shift from wishing to knowing. Good morning. Good morning, Avera. Do you understand? Thank you for the heart me. You have to switch from the wishing to the knowing. Okay? Because if you ever noticed when you know some shit is about to hit, and hey, honey, and you feel like that positive energy, also other doors start to open. All of a sudden, a couple grand maybe is coming in, and now somebody calls you with those Beyonce tickets, like shit just starts clicking. Now, whether you make smart choices with the money is a different thing, right? It's true. Once that frequency, once you know, like that something is about to change for you, not that you wish it, but you know that it's about to happen. That frequency also manifests in other areas. So what I'm telling you is guide it and create it. Guide it and create it. If you want a particular outcome, You need to visualize that outcome. You need to not only visualize that outcome, but visualize yourself experiencing the outcome and the sensation that corresponds with what you are envisioning is how you meet the universe. Okay, do we have an understanding? Happy Monday, Be So Savage. Do we get that point? Okay, I hope but if you guys could use these 3 months, okay, October, November, December, to really grasp that shit and even apply it to like small things until you get better and better at it, fuck around and find out. It works. Okay? So baby steps, but do it, okay? And let's say you set off with 3 things to start with, and the first one, clicked off pretty simple, then add another thing. Let's get those manifestation muscles strong, guys. Okay? You could start it off with like a daily intention to have a good day. That way when the days, because they'll come, where somebody's gonna, try you, stress you, whatever, right? Then when that does happen, you'll be aware that you made this pact with the universe. Thank you for the gifts, my love, that you made this pact with the universe, right? And you're going to also feel responsible to change that frequency back. You see, so you're partnering up with the divine. Okay, I'm going to get into the fucking reading right now, but I don't know why, but Spirit got me out here right now trying to tell y'all how to bring that shit in. Okay? You had to download about the exact same thing that I'm saying, yeah. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to give y'all that gem on that one. Okay, and like I said, you could start with something small, and just keep implementing that until you see that shit grow. Okay, the more you visualize, the more, listen, and I love to do that particular exercise. I'm getting off track again. I like to do that particular, and also when when you wake up really fucking early for no fucking reason and you can't go to sleep, that's my moment, y'all. I will use that 5 minutes to envision like I'm there. Sometimes, and this is the best part, sometimes I fall asleep envisioning that shit, which I feel is even stronger because you're actually creating a portal. Stop playing with me. Okay, so like I'm telling y'all some shit right now. Okay, so tension is out here first. Okay, this tension actually feels positive. Okay, this feels like the tension of like, when you snap a rubber band back and then you let go and it projects or makes an object go faster, kind of like a slingshot. Right? So I feel like Spirit's saying if we use this energy appropriately, we could slingshot. Okay? So I'm also getting Imam Coli with the root here. I don't know, getting something about David and Goliath. So in other words, like to use the slingshot, you got to use the the right root. Like you got to get right to the center. Okay? I will get into the elements in a few minutes. I just started doing the general. Right? So let's say, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say it's money that you're trying to perfect the frequency around that. Okay? Thank you for the share, my love. It greatly helps me grow. Let's say you're trying to, get your money right. Then maybe what you need to do for this period of time is like concentrate on lessening your subscriptions, showing Spirit that you're willing to implement some type of structure or discipline. And then Spirit says, yes, they're doing the work. Let's show up. Remember that this is all a partnership. You know, if you're trying to manifest, you know, structure in your finances, you know, and you're doing, let's say, a 369 method or whatever method you're employing, but then you never had a dinner invitation you don't like, and every time one of your friends call you, you still go, even though you know you're trying to, you know, set boundaries. Say, I'm only gonna accept 2 invitations this fucking month because I know I'll be extra as fuck, and I'm gonna stop door dashing. Thank you, my love, for the gifts. For some of y'all, this period of like the Venus retrograde highlighted difficulties in relationships, or highlighted reasons within yourself why you weren't in a relationship, or why you're not ready, or what you need to heal, right? That kind of shit. Like, you know, clearing out the debris. Okay? There's like a heavy frequency of like things that happened this period were connected to, they may not have been physically connected, okay? But they were connected to the trauma or the trigger of a way back into time type thing that you thought you were done with. So whether a relationship survived or not really is not the thing. It was about clearing out the debris and recognizing Saturn in the 12th house, that there was some stuff stuck. And I feel like it's got shook loose. What's good, Cynthia? Okay, so just like you're having a new revelation. It's a lot of revelation type energy. Thank you guys for all the love. Okay, about how you see them now. Okay, Spirit, anything else from this deck before we get into the elements? Okay, you got transits, climate. Things are gonna start lightening up, but midheaven pinnacle, I should say. We are at the height of the frequency right now. What's good, Copenhagen? We're at the height of the frequency, and it feels good, but you can also feel the tension of the rubber band, like a slingshot is, some kind of slingshot is about to happen. Okay, now here's the sustainability. Some of the things we ask for are coming in, and you got to meet the road. Spirit said, go big or go home. You asked for it, you got it. Trine sextile symbiosis, which was the first thing I said when I came on. I said, there is a trine going on right now. And I keep saying Trine because of one of my favorite clients. Her name is Trine. Right? But this trine is happening, meaning that the universe is supporting the change, right? But again, like I said in the beginning, if you don't guide it, you know, it's like being rudderless on a boat or without a compass. You know, you end up where you end up. You sent out the call. You told the universe this is what you were manifesting, but you didn't assist to guide it. You see how that shit could end up wrong? And maybe not wrong, but maybe it didn't go as far as you wanted it to do, or went too fast, and now you're not ready to meet the work, right? So let's come together right now. Strength, right? Dignified, right? And they want to know that you're gonna, you know, do what's required. To whom much is given, much is required, right? Chiron, heal. And that is why I said to you guys, the last 2 weeks, don't make no sudden movements right now. Because we were supposed to be filing through the fuckery and recharging. I don't know about a lot of yous, but I had work to do. But I had work to do in like so many different areas that I had to concentrate one by one. Did it slow me down? Yes. But some organization is needed. You know? You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to slow down to address one thing at a time, to try to align yourself with what you're trying to attain. Sometimes you got to nurture it like a baby, right? Now that season's coming to a close with this fall equinox, and by October 10th, you still have time, my love. By October 10th, we can realign. Okay? And the pressure is the tension, honey. Don't fight it, harness it, and use it. But today, make a list in the order of importance of what needs to be addressed first. Use the tail end of this Virgo season to reset. Okay? So, let's drop the elements, guys. Let's see who's going up first. I see earth in the house. I see water. I see air. Fire, fire, air, water, earth, air, water, earth, fire, earth, 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 water, fire, water, water, fire. Hallelujah, water, water, fire, 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 water, earth, water, fire, fire. All right, we're going to go with fire. Fire in the house. Aries, Leo, Sag, pull up. We got water and fire on the other side, but yes, fire one. Spirit, can you show me? I'm watching two different streams, okay? Listen, fire signs. It's something about the purpose going on right now. About you finding out your purpose or reshaping. Spirit said you're reshaping your purpose. You took some pieces and discarded others. Okay, so these could be like slight career changes. Okay, this could be like let's say you were working in the front desk of a dentist place. Okay, but then at night you were taking a class to do the x-rays. And now you're switching, right? You're going to make more money. Like, it's something about redirecting. It doesn't only have to be in finances. Okay, this could be like moving to a better neighborhood. This is anything that feels like a shift in your purpose or how to achieve it. I feel like these are the foundations that I was talking. You also have grief here, okay? I feel like some of what has happened during the Venus retrograde and the Mercury retrograde was you were dealing with some grief of old. Okay? Had something to do with love. Could be familial love. She says, I'm new here and your order gives me butterflies. Maybe Spirit have a message. Yes, you hang out for sure. Okay? So this could have been something that happened recently that triggered something from the energy from the beforehand, okay? I feel like something, okay. So for some of yous, an opportunity that felt too good to be true or didn't seem real, or you wondered about some kind of like illusion, what you uncovered in that was that the illusion was kind of coming from you, in the sense of that that the fear, like, or like you seeing what you thought you were seeing had to do with a fear of something that happened before. Almost like the warrior, you know, I always see the fire signs as the warriors, right? Like the warrior. Let's use, I got the perfect one. Okay, let's use the lion from the Wizard of Oz, right? And yet, like, not realizing that you were afraid of one thing, which is vulnerability. Now, this purpose thing could tie into that. It could have been something about finding this purpose thing that makes you have to be vulnerable, whether this is love, a career, something. It's making you face a fear like you didn't fucking know you had. All right, let's pull you some tarot. Can they see me? Yes. Hi, honey. Hi. Come on in, guys. All right. So, Spirit, can you show me? Thank you guys for the hot peppers. Or for the chili peppers. Spirit, can you show me what is it that the fire signs need to know real quick? Thank you. You got the 7 of Wands. Okay, you were resistant to something because you didn't know if it was real, but what was happening, go out and then come back in, okay? If you can't see me, it has something to do with your connection. The 7 of Wands, it's like you were resistant to something because you didn't fully believe in it, or you didn't know if what you were seeing was real. Okay? Wow. Okay. This looks really good, guys. All right. So the 7 of Wands was here. All right. This is you not recognizing if this is a genuine offer, or if something is obtainable, or should you go after something? Can you have that thing? Okay. 7 of Wands. With the 6 of Swords, okay, it's something that promises more, like to go to calmer waters, more stability, but you're like a little resistant because you're like, this shit sounds like a too good to be true. Like it's like a work smarter, not harder, or it seems too easy, or what's the fucking catch, right? Magician, because you're so used to people trying to like be slick with it, right? Resonating to the max, right? You're so used to people being slick with the bullshit that you're like, man, what's this truly gonna cost me? 7 of Swords. What's this really gonna cost me right here? Okay, 10 of Swords. I'm so used to being betrayed, right? With the 8 of Swords, you're overthinking something. Okay? Knight of Pentacles, all right? This is like you just taking it slow but being present, because it's like you're going to project fears from your past experience. And I think I said to you guys last week, living in yesterday will have you worried about how you could have did something different, and living in tomorrow will have you worried about what hasn't happened. Meanwhile, today's passing you by. Okay, so the 3 of Cups is out here next. Let's see what's with that. Hey, Ruby. 3 of Cups, okay, there's an event coming, or something that is thank you for the hand heart, or the heart me. This event, okay? This is like the main event, okay? Hey, honey. And the Nine of Swords, right? So the more it comes closer to like when you expect it to happen, or when this thing is about to hit, or if it's time to put up or shut up in some way, the more you fucking worry about this shit. Okay? So I'm going to give you an example real quick. Let's say that you received a job offer, but you're worried about how it will be there, so you haven't given your resignation yet. But like this Friday would be the last Friday that you would have to give your resignation, to give them the 2 weeks in time for you to switch your job. And so rather than seeing it like a blessing of the energy that's coming in and using that to amplify good things, you're using it to show fear. Like, don't magnify the fear, magnify something positive happening for you. Okay, Queen of Wands, why is it so hard to believe that you're magnetic and that you can attract what you requested, right? Nine of Cups, it's your wish fulfillment, right? This is for fire signs, okay? And the Eight of Cups, right? So now that you manifested whatever you requested, maybe it doesn't look the way you thought it would look. So that's why maybe you're having a little bit of problem like recognizing it, right? But it's here. Are you just going to walk past the shit? Okay? The Emperor, right? Can I repeat the understand? Okay. So yesterday, when you look back at yesterday, you're really looking to see what you should have did different. Okay? It's like regrets. Right? When you're looking towards tomorrow, you're like anxious about what has not happened yet. Right? So why not create the energy that aligns with what you want to manifest, and then be in that frequency today, so that way you can meet the universe with the energy that is required to manifest said outcome. Okay, I hope that resonated more. If you need to hear it again, you can go over to YouTube and rewind there. That's why I do it on YouTube as well, so that because I know that my spirit guides will spit out a lot of information in a short period of time. So that way you guys can go back and listen. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles comes out with the 10 of Cups coming out crossed. You see how there's something here about you thinking, what's the catch? Oh, okay, so you're offering me the 10 of Cups. There's got to be a catch. What's in it for you? What required? Right? Look, Six of Pentacles, right? What do I have to give in return for this? You must be expecting something from me. Three of Pentacles. Nobody collaborates without wanting something, right? Queen of Pentacles, right? Queen and King of Pentacles. It feels like somebody's saying, somebody wants to build something with you, whether this is like a business, okay, or a partnership, or a family member, or something of sturdiness, a relationship. Okay, now the Fool card is out here. And then look, you're very, and I know that you've had some bad experiences in the past, okay? So that's why you're coming up as the Queen of Swords, because you're trying to use fact and logic and have, like forethought and discernment. Okay? But don't be so rigid that you can't see a gift horse when you have one. You got the Two of Swords coming out here across. There's something, it's like you're refusing to see something. I am reading fire right now. Okay? It's like you think that things don't last, okay, with the Two of Swords coming out here crossed and the Knight of Wands, right? And then the Ten of Pentacles. But there's really an opportunity for the bag here, or for like the whole thing, something for you. You know, remember, the Ten of Pentacles isn't just money, it's generational wealth and legacy. There's more than one way to have generational wealth, okay? Right. They don't know how to do it without calling the shots. Right. But I would say that that might be the majority of the situation. And if we enter with solely that mindset, when someone comes in offering something else, because maybe they were raised in a household full of women and have a different understanding of the feminine perspective, we could miss that because we have it in our mind that it's not possible. You see what I'm saying? So, like, rather, and I'm not discrediting that, because believe me, like, team lady, right? Thank you, my love. But I will say this: why can't you manifest being, um, why can't you manifest being whole and also being in connection with someone who's also whole? And however that comes in, be willing to accept that when it does. You see what I'm saying? Right? That might come through a best friend. That might actually come through a lover. It may come through in any way, right? But the point is to be fulfilled emotionally. And I refuse to put that shit in my fucking head. That because, you know, me included, right? I'm not above the struggle. Right? That because of that, that I can't have it all. Who said I'm going to use all of my divine Empress energy? Know that shit. Okay? Till I take my last breath. Because it is my divine birthright. As it is yours. Okay? So here is the Four of Swords. Never sell yourself short, babes. To accept somebody else's state, that's their reality, right? It does not mean, thank you, my love, for all the love. It does not mean that you cannot have what you manifest, because remember, the universe only has one answer, right? The answer is yes, and you attract what you are. So once you get to the state of being emotionally balanced and equally yoked within yourself, without the mindset of lack. Let me tell you. And I'm just going to switch hats for a second and speak as a woman of color. As a woman of color, we be out here trying to get the fucking bag because our situations be different. Okay? And we come from a space of feeling like a lot of us don't have examples of healthy situations, and even like long lasting relationships be having so many battle wounds that, you know, is it the prize? But once we absorb the frequency that it does ever, now we have manifested that shit into our consciousness. And I honestly believe, I'm not saying that the masculines are not needing work. They need work. Fellas, y'all need work, okay? But I refuse to believe that we are the goddess frequency and that they don't have the God frequency. It's just sleep, I just want to say that, okay? So try not to put it in your consciousness that there's no counterpart, or that you know what that counterpart is going to look like, or what color they are, or you know what they got between their legs. And I'm straight as an arrow, right? But I'm gonna tell you right now, if the perfect person walked in a skirt, it would just be the perfect person, and that's it. Not that I've ever experienced that. I probably would struggle. But that's not the fucking point. The point is that we're out here trying to be our higher selves. We're caught up on the wrong shit. Don't make somebody else's opinion your reality of what's capable for you to come into your life. Does that make sense, guys? You got the Four of Swords and the King of Wands. This is the healing. So you could take action towards what it is you're trying to create for yourself. Okay? And look what it is. It's the Ten of Cups. Somebody really wants something with the Six of Cups here and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? But it looks like with the Four of Cups under there, you're really starting, like, having trouble feeling like it's possible for you. Okay? And the Star is out here. Don't let your purpose, remember, this was your first oracle card, guys. You know, don't let the devil scare you after going after your purpose, because the Star came out. Okay? So that's what I have for my fire signs. I was there way too long, but Spirit just kind of channeled some shit. Okay, so I'm going to clear these and then we'll see who's going next. Okay, fire signs, it's time to face a fear that you didn't know was in there. Okay, it's time to face a fear that you didn't know was in there. I'm seeing air, I'm seeing water, I'm seeing earth, I'm seeing water, I'm seeing water, I'm seeing air. I'm seeing air, I'm seeing water, water, earth, earth, water, water, water. You're welcome. Air, earth, air, water, 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 water. It looks like water to me. Okay. So, water signs. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Pull up. Show me, Spirit. You're feeling regret about something, water signs. But it's like you don't want to voice it. You don't want to call it, name it. This also could be a refusal to accept, like, fighting against, swimming against the tide. Swimming against the tide. Okay? All right, we got to talk. Yes, you can, because you have more than one sign. Like, you have several signs, okay? You know, you have your sun, moon, rising. That's your big three. But then you have, where's your Mars? That's how you fight, you know, through battles, okay? Venus is how you love. Moon is how you feel. Pluto is where you need to rebirth. You understand? So each of those things in your chart represent some aspect in your life. So, you know, that's why you can listen to all the elements, and pieces of that will resonate with you. And I don't be telling people to stay, you know, the whole time, because I understand that people have busy lives. But honestly, if you have the fucking time, that's how you get a full reading. You know? That's how you get a full reading. But people be wanting quick answers and they don't want to take out the time. But, you know, astrology and tarot cards, these are tools for your guidance. Okay? So anyway, all right. So you got this success out here in reverse, right? Coming out with denial, envy, and blame. We have a conversation we have to have, okay? You're holding on to something, water signs. that you know is not working out because it's like you don't want to talk about it publicly, or you don't want to feel like you failed, or you don't want to feel less. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that it's a divorce, but you haven't told your family. Okay? Okay? Or because you feel like you're going to be judged, right? Maybe you feel like, well, my siblings are all, still married, and I'm going to show up on Thanksgiving and I'm going to be the only unmarried one. I'm going to be judged. Or whatever. I lost my job. Right? So let's take the marriage one. So what are you going to do? You're going to stay in an unhappy marriage just so at Thanksgiving, you can say that you have a spouse? That would be crazy. So for the 4-day weekend that you go home for the holidays, you're going to endure, what is it, 361 days, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hell no, right? Okay? So I feel like what Spirit is asking the water signs is ask why you're holding on. And you told no one, yeah. Right? Why do you feel the need? Why is it top secret? Or if it's not top secret, why do you feel shame or something around it? Okay? Because I feel like it's strongly impeding your ability to get support. Maybe some emotional support that would benefit you. Okay? Let's look at some tarot for you. I'm feeling that strongly. Yeah. You stayed, you were hoping that it was going to change, and it didn't, right? Failure, maybe disbelief, yeah. Spirit, can you show me? We have the 3 of Wands out here coming out cross. Someday, right? Always waiting for the someday it'll get better. What are you enduring with the different card here? 1111. With the King of Cups. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be the Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. There could be 2 Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, right? This is put on a happy face. Okay, with the King of Cups here and the 3 of Cups. This is whatever event I was talking about. Okay, this is whatever event I was talking about. This could be family. This could be, like you go. And I'm just going to tell you something. And y'all know this to be fact because you've seen it in your own life. You ever seen that couple that they stay together, but it's toxic as fuck? And they might think that nobody sees, but everybody sees it. Look at the 3 bitches gossiping in the corner. 5 of Swords. Okay? It's like you're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody. Look, 7 of Swords. It's self-deception. Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction, right? Look, 9 of Swords. This is like acid reflux. This is like, already when it's crossing over to like, you can't sleep at night. You don't know what the fuck is going on with you. Your face is breaking out. Like it's becoming physically now apparent. Right? Okay? So, you got the Three of Wands out here. And it came out with the Six of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, so you keep trying to be hopeful for the future. So you're putting on the mask of the King of Cups in hopes that it'll get back to where it was. Make it like it was the way it used to be. Right? But the Five of Wands, it looks more like, you know, okay? Judgment card comes out with the Hermit and the Hierophant. Wow, that's big stuff, okay? 3 major arcana, right? Can I fucking make a decision? I have to be the Hermit or the Hierophant. Am I committed to this or am I committed to my own path? This happened. Can't getting old now, right? You just want the energy to get off your back, right? And this is that moment. Spirit brings all the major arcana are spirit. I'm going to give you guys a mini understanding of the deck so that, you know, if you don't know. Okay? All the 1 through 10 cards, these are actions. You know, Ace of Wands, 3 of Wands, whatever, right? Court cards are people. Okay? And then the major arcana are actions that spirit, that's spirit. It is what it is. They're gonna happen, okay? So that you know, okay? So this judgment is being forced by spirit. You gotta make a decision. Are you the Virgo, are you the Hermit, or are you the Hierophant, okay? You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Virgo. Right? But it's forcing you. It's the crossroads frequency. Ace of Pentacles. There may be financial worries where it makes you wonder, can I, you know, go it alone financially, right? King of Cups is here, okay? We talked about the fact of worrying about what other people as the King of Cups, okay? In your masculine energy, male or female, putting on, wanting to put on a happy face, right? Hey, Maria. Put on a happy face. Add an ego, because that's the other meaning of the sun. And look at you. Queen of Cups in reverse. Feeling empty, emotionally disheveled, insecure in the situation. I see my reflection through water signs. Oof, so is fire and water compatible? It depends which of the signs, okay? Not overly, but it could be about placements in your chart, okay? So just so you know. Okay, so the 7 of Swords is here with the 2 of Swords. Okay, this pretending. Okay? Pretending and not being able to see that everybody else can see it. This is also in this trying to put on this happy face. Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate y'all. In y'all trying to put on the happy face, you're deceiving yourself. 4 Cups. You're doing, like, you're putting on a happy face for a situation that is not even fulfilling anymore, guys. You know I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't ever gonna tell you, like, oh, it's ice cream and sprinkles when it's not coming up like that. Okay? I'm sure there's a channel you could go on their live right now. They'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear. This ain't that channel. Okay? Yes, and it could be the Cancer and Scorpio keep coming in your path. Thank you for the heart me, my love. Okay? So you have here the Ace of Cups coming out to the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups comes out in reverse. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, right? There's also like it's like holding on to when there's no love. Like now it's like punishing yourself, okay? So think about it. I want to give you an example of what that is saying to me and what image Spirit gave to me. So I'm going to give it to you in the way that Spirit just showed it to me. Let's say you were in a jail cell. Okay? And they emptied out the jail. And the door is just open. And you moving about freely in the jail, but you just won't leave. Why? What are you holding on to? Like a loveless situation or something that's not even fulfilling you. Okay? Page of Wands. Right. Right. Because even though you're free, in your mind, you're still trapped. Yep, a prison of your own making. That is the definition also of the Eight of Swords. Okay, you have the Page of Wands here. Spirit, why? Because you keep thinking that if you walk away, it's a bad idea, or people will think you made a bad idea. Why do you care what they will think? You're coming up as the Empress. With the Five of Wands, even if you're pregnant, okay? So what if people are going to be talking? Who cares? You know what I say? I don't care, you know, if you got my name in your mouth, just spell my name right, right? Because as far as I'm concerned, there's no bad publicity, right? The universe only says yes, okay? Right? So I feel like with this Page of Wands, you're too much concerned about how people will judge you after you make a decision. Okay? And then under that was the Emperor. Right? You're concerned that somebody is going to try to turn people against you. Okay? But they don't have to, because right now you are tearing you up. Right? So it's like nobody has to tear you down, because you're tearing yourself down by staying in a situation for the topical, to be able to say, you know, I'm at this job, this prominent job, or I drive this particular car, or I'm in this relationship, but it's something that's not fulfilling. Okay, so I feel like for my water sign, Spirit want y'all to get real about why it is, you know, why it is you feel the need to cover something, okay? Like, who do I choose when dating, when the universe gave me the options, right? You understand? So it's a feeling of that. Okay, let me just get a sip of my coffee. All right, I'm getting that. All right, so if you guys could drop your elements, and I will steal a drag. Oh, I appreciate you guys as well. I see earth, air, earth, air, 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 earth, earth, air, air, earth, earth, air, air, earth. What I just did, water and fire are up on YouTube. Air, earth, 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 earth. Okay, so it's gonna be earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Pull up. Okay, let's see what it is. Sorry guys, I had to steal a drag. I've been here over an hour already. Let's see what it is. Can you show me, Spirit? What does Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn need to work on? What do they need to know right now? What do they need to know, please? Surrender. Y'all listen, you know the earth signs be like, oh, we be trying, you know, we have some control issues for real. I'm a Taurus. Blame. Okay. Oh, am I going to be digging into the earth signs? Friendship and gratitude with service. Okay. Scorpio, the water signs. I did the water signs. If you go over to the YouTube channel, you'll be able to rewind. It's live right now. Okay. So service is at the bottom of the deck. Earth signs, I feel like you got a lot going on. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of people or responsibilities on you at this time. I feel like you're resisting something with this surrender. I feel like it has something to do with what you're manifesting. I also feel like you had a situation go on. A conflict, maybe with a friend or a relationship. Because of that, that energetically hit you. I feel like a pause in your frequency, you are blaming that for the holdup in a manifestation. Are you following me so far? But in reality, the two things are not really related. Sure, that incident or whatever could have like shortcut the frequency for a moment. But I feel like it's not that a situation happened, but that you stay ruminating on the situation that is causing the hold in the frequency. Do you understand? I feel like there should be more gratitude in what was shown to you rather than the experience that you're feeling because of it. Because feelings are like memories don't live like people do. They'll always be with you. Whether things are good or bad, it's just the memories that we have, right? So I'm going to explain what Spirit is trying to tell you. In the moment when a situation happened, the feeling that you had, that was a feeling of that moment. But since that time, every time you thought about it, it was you manifesting that frequency back. And that is what's causing the lack of the surrender, not so much the incident. I'm all up in your business. You see what I'm saying? So you could blame that external situation or that conflict that you had with that person, but that would only be a quote, a little piece of the equation. It was just in that moment, but you chose to allow that frequency to take over your frequency and other aspects. I'm gonna give it to you. And that applies to me too, because I'm a double Taurus. Okay? So let's see. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell us through the tarot. So Spirit's reminding us that it's very important to be able to recalibrate. Okay? It's your overthinking. Exactly, right? So remember initially when I was talking about, you know, choosing 3 things, and if you didn't see it and you came in later, you should go over to YouTube and rewind and get the general energy that I pull in the beginning before I get started on the elements. But Spirit was basically advising that we start picking the areas that we're gonna, you know, meet Spirit at. Thank you guys for the love and for the shares. It helps me grow, right? So where we're going to meet Spirit at, right? So I use the example, like if you know that every year you do this New Year's resolution to lose weight and it doesn't work out because you try to remove everything at the same time, then for fall equinox, you could just say, you know what, for the remainder of the year, I'm not going to eat after a specific time. Kind of starting yourself out on that journey and showing the universe that you're trying to be serious about something, right? Even if this other thing over here fucked up your frequency in that moment, you could be recalibrating by taking on that mission of saying, well, I'm going to change this one thing now to support what I want in the future. You are redirecting and also using the tension that came up in the general energy for the slingshot effect. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch. Okay? But if you choose to stay stuck in the memory, don't live like people do, in the moment of the emotion that you felt, 12:20 on the clock, 12:30 on the clock, then you pick that frequency. And then it's you that refuses to surrender. And then it's you that's blaming. Okay? Spirit, can you show me? You have the Lovers out here first. Page of Wands. King of Cups and the King of Swords coming out cross. Could be 2 suitors or it could be 2 people. We are on Earth right now. 6 of Wands and the Page of Cups. At the bottom of the deck is the 7 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Under that is a 2 of Swords. There was something that you didn't want to see in a situation. There was something you didn't want to see. I feel like there was like a monitoring spirit or a deceptive spirit or someone who always try to make shit difficult for you, earth signs. I feel like you probably were trying to ignore something. But earth, you know when y'all do that and then that shit bubbles up, it's like a volcano or earthquake, and now it's all over the place. Thank you guys for the love, for the roses. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Okay. So I feel like something that you were trying to avoid And listen, when Earth avoids things, it's usually not for themselves. I'm going to keep it above, because contrary to popular belief, like Earth signs really don't be giving a fuck. Okay? Because we're Earth. We could be very dry and like matter of fact. Okay? So when we make a sacrifice move like that, it's usually for something or somebody. 9 times out of 10, somebody we love. Okay, so this feels like tolerating something. Okay, with the Lover spirit, there was a lot of shit you didn't speak on, right? Right? Look, the Lovers on Lovers. This could be two couples. This could represent two different relationships. Like, let's say one is a friend, one is like a lover, right? Where you had to make choices. 7 of Swords, or who was lying, or something could have happened between two couples where, you know, it was a discernment about who's lying or who's untruthful or what. Or let's say this is like two siblings, both are married, right? So 4 people, right? Seven of Swords, some type of deception, and the King of Cups, and somebody wearing a mask, and a Judgment. And I feel like you didn't really care. Somebody wanted you to get caught in the weeds, okay, in the weeds of a situation. Somebody wanted you to get into the weeds of something to try to figure out what was the mask. But I feel like that would have kept you in the 2 of Swords. I feel like you recognized that it was like a merry-go-round. In this 5 of Wands, keeping the conflict going. 7 of Swords, okay? So what aggravated you, and I'm just reading the bottom of the deck, okay? What aggravated you is that to release something, or to not get caught back up into like getting into the weeds, how somebody was trying to trick you to do, it meant having to walk away from something without either closure, which is why you've been overthinking of it, or getting stuck in your fucking head. And you also may feel like people are spreading misinformation about it. Okay, but I feel like as an Earth sign, you chose to release something and not worry about the weeds. In other words, you chose to get off the merry-go-round or get out of the weeds. You circumvented something. But when you did that, it stood here. Okay? That's what it feels like. Okay, Page of Wands. I'm hitting. Okay. Okay, so the Page of Wands is out here. Now, I feel like some part of you may wonder if you handled it right, and maybe whether you should have went in the weeds, and did that end up giving you justice in the end, because you might feel like a little bit unjustly judged. But remember, you had the surrender card coming out here crossed. So now you're holding on to it, okay, when the new beginning is already here. And the 6 of Cups, okay, I also feel like part of it is that whoever this conflict was, they too are also ruminating on this. High Priestess, okay, and energetically you can feel it. So it's like the two of yous are kind of like bouncing it off of each other, whether this is a friend, lover, or family member. Okay? And this is causing some type of like magnetic pull. Okay? And I feel like with the magnetic pull and the surrender here across, there's a need You thought she was your people, yeah. Okay, so there's a need to like cut the energetic cord if you want to be free from it. Okay, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. King of Cups, Spirit, why? Now, there could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio here. Somebody who doesn't, you know, who isn't like emotionally steady, who's trying to put on a happy face as well. And you know what? That did come out in the water signs reading. So if you are dealing with somebody who's a water sign and that's the person you had the conflict with, you need to go listen to water. But with the Four of Swords here, they want to appear healed. Okay, and the King of Swords here coming out crossed. Okay, Nine of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. We're going to talk about this. Okay, the Hangman is here with the King of Swords. Now, I feel like in this reading, you're the King of Swords. You can't get something out of your head. You're a little bit salty about something. It's got you stuck thinking about something. You need to recalibrate your thoughts. I'm going to do an exercise with you guys in a moment. Okay, you have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is needing to like rebirth your energy and get right. We're going to talk about it in a second, guys. Okay, because Spirit's telling me to do something for the earth signs. You got the Six of Wands out here. Okay, this is like, you know, you could get the victory in a situation. And I feel like the other people already feel like you have gotten the victory. The thing is that you don't feel like you got the victory because you feel like they are like, you know, discussing it, or like you didn't get the closure or something that is preventing you from seeing it. But the Wheel of Fortune is here. You broke free of something. It just hasn't caught up to feel like it has yet. And it's because you keep going back into time, thinking, which is manifesting that frequency of the energy when the situation happened. Okay, the Death card can be the end of something, but it also is a rebirth. Okay, death and rebirth. Think cocoon, think butterfly, right? Right. So Page of Cups is here with the Sun. Okay, so I feel like with the Page of Cups and the Sun here, Spirit is ready, is already aligning things to start pouring into you. But until you surrender the experience that you just went through and stop ruminating over it and stop being energetically connected to a situation that, you know, you already released because you know it wasn't for your highest good, it's now preventing you from what you're energetically calling in. Okay? So it's like you're holding back from your future. Four of Pentacles with the Three of Wands, okay? And the way you're doing that is by the overthinking of the situation that happened. And Spirit wants you more in the Four of Wands, okay? Peace, harmony, and, you know, the 1111 card, okay? So I want to do an exercise real quick before I do the air signs, earth signs. Close your eyes for a moment. Okay, I want you to envision yourself in a place where there's nothing in front of you, nothing behind you. Okay, it's just dark and you are there. Envision yourself. Okay, and then I want you to turn around and envision the person that this reading was about for you. Okay, this person that you let go of, but that you feel is pulling on your energy. Okay, I want you to envision a cord running from you to that person. I want you to envision this cord being attached to your rib cage and their rib cage. I want you to envision a bucket. Okay? And this bucket, you're going to put the bucket in, like, next to you. Okay? Now, I want you to envision a pair of scissors in the bucket. I want you to grab the scissors and I want you to cut the cord close to you. And I want you to put your hand and pull out any cord that's left attached to you and put it in the bucket. Now I want you to pick up that bucket and walk over to the person that you envision. And I want you to cut it next to them. And I want you to throw the cord in the bucket. I want you to pull out anything that's residual on their side. Now I want you to take that bucket and I want you to pray over the bucket and say, I release this energetic binding into the universe with love and light. Okay? And I want you to envision a tube where you can pour what's in the bucket in there. And this tube takes that energy, recycles it, and sends it back to the divine. And as it does, you feel light starting to come from your crown all the way down to your toes. Okay? Take 3 deep breaths. Exhale through your mouth. One more. And release. There you are. Open your eyes. Okay? Now from this moment here, you are clear. So whether you choose to keep ruminating over it, it's you deciding to tap back into the frequency. Okay? Understand that. Okay? From this point on, I just cleared you. I'm a Reiki master. If you choose to keep ruminating on that, you chose that. Okay? All right. So, air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's go. Mind over matter, guys. You're welcome. And maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll think about that. Maybe we'll do some type of you crying? Oh, my love. We can maybe set up a level on the Patreon or something that would just be like a weekly weekly meditation with me. Okay? So let's do the earth sign. The air signs. Spirit, can you show me what is it that my air signs need to know? Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate y'all. Can we get over 30K, guys? Can we do it? I'm rising, my love. Spirit, can you show me? What does my air signs need to know? Sugar plum. Envy and peace. Doubt. Don't compete, air signs. You're competing in your heart, okay? Freedom. With change. The green-eyed monster poked his head out. Now, this might not be jealousy of a thing. It could be, but I feel like it's not so much jealousy. It's like how you want that for you. Okay? So let's say you've been working really hard at a job, right? And you make pretty good money, but you know, you might have a couple kids, maybe you're paying for tuitions, things like that. And somebody else who maybe makes a little bit less than you, they're purchasing their first home. And you've been really trying, you know, to attain something. There's a feeling of like, I wish that were me, right? And I feel like whatever said thing is, it's attached to what would make you feel peace or make you feel secure. Okay, I feel like there's some doubt that's living in you in regards to whether that's truly attainable for you. And it may really represent something to you that represents the freedom to choose, freedom of the lifestyle, right? Or something like that. But I feel like spirit is trying to get you to see that this doubt is what causes it to fall short. It's not so much the restrictions that are in front of my my air signs right now. Okay, so yes, I'm going to explain to you. Let's say that you have 3 kids and you've been trying to put them through college or whatever. Can we get the likes up, please? Put them through college or whatever. And your credit score is taking a ding, but you're not realizing how much you accomplished on that shit, right? And then you're not realizing, like, if you did that, how much other things you guys could do, right? Thank you, my loves. So I'm going to give you an explanation. When I went to buy my first home, I got my credit score 80 points up in like less than 90 days. You can fucking do it if you really want to do it. Right? But it's the doubt that makes you think it's not possible. You know, my mother is an Aquarius, and one of her favorite sayings, I always tell her not to say it, was if it wasn't for if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. So basically, she's manifesting bad luck. This is how doubt works too. Thank you guys for all the love, for all the roses. You see what I'm saying? That works for doubt too, because even if you're not saying it's bad, yeah, the universe always provides. So if you say that all you got is bad luck, guess what? The universe says yes. Okay, so I feel like what the piece that's missing for the air signs is not recognizing that something that you're thinking is preventing the very manifestation that you want. Thank you for the share, my loves. It really helps me grow. The very thing that you are thinking is preventing the manifestation from growing. Okay, so Spirit, can you show me? Look, 4 of Wands, okay? The peace and harmony that you seek, okay? Could actually physically be a home, right? But I feel like, you know, and I was talking about the structure, putting in the foundation in the general, right? Look at the 4 pillars right there. What comes out with it? The Empress. You're fucking manifesting, okay? The Empress is the best manifester in the deck. But what are you manifesting? The doubt or the peace? The envy or the freedom? Right? 2 of Swords. And it's like you can't see that you're doing it, right? I heard a powerful saying yesterday. And the saying was, what is the enemy of love? And I bet you if somebody asked you that, you know, you would say hate. But it's not, because hate is a secondary emotion. Hate only comes from experiencing another emotion first. You don't just wake up in the morning, hate something. Something had to happen before that, right? If anything, it would be indifference, right? That you didn't feel anything about something. You wouldn't automatically hate it. Thank you guys for all the love, right? So that means it's a secondary emotion, right? Hate and love are the same. Now, let me say this. The opposite of love is not hate, babes. It's fear. The opposite of I should say, the opposite of love is fear. Because it's fear that causes us not to go after love. It's fear that's the definition of the devil card, guys. Okay? So the fear or the doubt that you can't attain something is antithetical to the love that you're trying to build. Does that make sense? Are you guys following what I'm saying? Okay? Hate usually comes after a bad experience. It's fear that prevents us from reaching things. Okay? Love and fear. That's the 2 sides of the coin, not love and hate. Right? Because the other song, like the person said in the chat, there's a thin line between love and hate. They're not the same, but the frequency is as strong as each other, right? Right? This is why you could have like hate towards an ex is really a residual thing of love. Because you don't hate anything that wasn't important to you to begin with. Okay? Love and happiness, right? So I just wanted to explain that to you guys real quick so you understand, right? We always think love and hate. Nah, that's not the opposite. You want more love in your life? Overcome fear. You want more love in your life? Overcome fear. Okay? Now, King of Wands with the 4 of Wands. It's time to take action. Okay? Towards the things you want, okay? Because I feel like the more you spend time worried about what's not possible, that takes you away from the action, or like I was saying in the general reading, like establishing things that you could do to bring you closer to said manifestation or outcome. Okay? Let's say you're a young guy who's been single for a year and you've been healing some stuff because the last relationship was difficult, right? And you're feeling like everybody else is coupled up, but I'm not coupled up. Instead of worrying about that it can't happen for you, how about using the remainder of this year to change some things within yourself that make you, not somebody else, you feel better about you. so you can become more in alignment with what it is that you want. Okay? This could be you deciding, like, you know what, I no longer resonate, you know, with big t-shirts and baggy jeans. I'm going to start wearing polo shirts and slim fit, right? Yo, little shit. You don't have to solve the thing in one fucking day. But every day, you have to make a step towards the frequency you want to see in your life. Okay, Empress. And I just gave you like a very small example, right? But that's you meeting the universe. I'm changing my type. I'm going to change the way I dress. I'm going to change the places I hang out. We'll start with one. Right? Empress and the Three of Swords, right? Because there's still like, I remember, there's still this memory don't live like people do. They'll always be with you, right? You keep thinking about some stuff that makes you feel like it can't possibly be. Like, why would it be easy now? It's never been easy. I always have to work hard, right? Eight of Pentacles. I always have to work hard. And half the time I put all this fucking work in, I still don't get what I want. But were you in alignment with the frequency? Or were you in the alignment with the frequency that no matter what I do, I'm not going to get what I want? Because if you started off in that frequency, guess what the universe says to that? Yes. Air signs. So are you going through the hoops of manifesting all these things, but then at the end of the day, you know, your final thought is it's never going to happen for me? Because then you're going against every fucking thing that you were manifesting all the way along. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate the love. You feel what I'm saying? Then all of that other shit that you did, you just erased it. Okay? Then you just erased it. Think about it. And air signs, you guys know, you guys are super powerful. You're air, you know, your thought. So you, out of all of the signs, need to be super cautious about what you give your frequency to and your thoughts to. Because it will show up. I think the only other sign that I would give that to would be Sagittarius, because they're ruled by Jupiter and it's expansive. And Virgo, because it's ruled by Mercury, which, you know, is air, right? You see what I'm saying? So you especially need to be, you know, harnessing, because what you don't see, you know, is that it lessens, it makes, instead of the Ace of Cups, it's the Page of Cups. It's like shrinking the level of the manifestation. It's like undercutting it, okay? Three of Pentacles, okay? And it's like you're not realizing that in this partnership, you're not really helping Spirit, because you're showing up as the Page of Wands, like you're manifesting from a lower frequency. Six of Cups, and then you wonder why it keeps only getting to a certain point. Like the Six of Cups is like, oh, it's like reaffirming. See, I was manifesting, I was writing 369 for a whole fucking month and nothing happened. Yeah, but every night you also thinking like, this shit ain't gonna work. So your superpower is air, and you're using it against your manifestation. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay, with the Nine of Wands out here, Spirit, why? Well, Spirit got words for the air signs today. Okay, so look at the Nine of Wands. Right? Like you see it, like I always put in a lot of work and it doesn't happen for me, right? And Spirit's like, why don't you stop crying over spilled milk in reverse? Okay? And just put the fucking work in. Okay? Because you're making it double hard. Okay, you're doing the work, but then you think about it against it, right? What if we were seasoned and we know not? And we know not? I'm confused. What if we seasoned and we knew and we know we not? I'm a little confused by that statement. What's good, babes? Haven't seen you in a minute. Okay, so with the star here, Spirit wants you to understand that what's holding you back is like not willing to stop this negative thought process, and that's what takes you away from the star. Okay, you've been here before and you know your talents. Yeah, right. So it's like needing to Spirit's like kind of lecturing, like saying like, stop inviting the negative thoughts. Okay, stop inviting the negative thoughts. Right, but you can also, I do a lot of thinking because of trauma though. I understand that. I had a very hard beginning, but there's also ways to use that frequency to bring in the things that you want. Okay, and if you want help with learning how to do that, you can always book a consultation with me. It would be too long to get into on here. Okay, so the Eight of Swords, this is the overthinking of you like speaking things against the actual work that you're putting in the physical, and you don't realize that you're like, you are manipulating yourself out of the, oh my goodness, thank you guys for the 32,000 likes. Thank you guys, I greatly appreciate you. I am on I'm on air right now, okay? So I feel like you don't realize that you have a great day too, my love. I feel like you, even though you're putting in all this labor, what's good, Jennifer LaRoe, you're actually taking away, you know, you're undermining your own manifestation because it's like you're not recognizing how strong you are, okay? Yes, you will see me again soon, okay? Okay, so this is like working against what you need, my love. Thank you for the lightning bolt. Thank you for the finger heart. Thank you for the enjoy music. Okay, so you have here the High Priestess and the King of Cups. Wow, Spirit's really got something to say. Okay, so they're saying like, you know, you could use that superpower of thought that you guys have, air signs, for a much better purpose. Okay, if you use that frequency in the Knight of Cups in a more loving and uplifting way, it will assist the manifestation rather than undermining it. And you will finally put an end, to that, you know, blockage. But not only that, then I heard, if I rule the world, I feed all my sons. I love them, baby. Right? Nine of Pentacles. And you become that independence. You get that thing that you want. But it has so much to do with how in the 5D you have these conversations against what it is that you want. What it is that you're putting the work for. You feel me? Okay? So Spirit's message to the air signs is you're putting all this effort and then you lay down at night and you undercut your own manifestation. Okay? And that you need to change the way you're you know, one of the things I always say to you guys is speak life over your blessings and blessings over your life. And it feels like air signs, you know, without you realizing, you could have been, you know, speaking very negatively over your blessings, and that needs to change, like right now. Okay, so for you guys, I would say those 3 things that, you know, I said list, and if you didn't see it, go over to YouTube and watch the general for this reading, which is in the beginning. I feel like the 3 things that you should list should be things that help you change the way you think or the way you speak over yourself. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I'm wishing you all light and love, and I'm so greatly appreciative for you guys spending time with me. I actually love what I do. Okay, and I look forward to it every day. So I just want to say thank you, guys, for spending some time with me. I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, guys. I said that, and my dog stood up like he's like, oh, we're leaving.